Gardnerian Wicca is one of the earliest and most influential traditions of modern Wicca, often considered the foundational branch from which many contemporary forms of the religion have grown. It was established in the mid-20th century by Gerald Brosseau Gardner, a British civil servant, amateur anthropologist and occultist who claimed to have been initiated into a surviving coven of witches in the New Forest region of England in the late 1930s. Gardner's claims about the origins of the tradition are somewhat controversial and have been the subject of much scholarly debate. Nevertheless, his work, particularly the publication of Witchcraft Today, 1954, and The Meaning of Witchcraft, 1959, brought widespread attention to what he presented as a surviving form of pre-Christian pagan witchcraft. At its core, Gardnerian Wicca is a duo-theistic initiatory mystery religion that revolves around the worship of a god and a goddess, who are seen as complementary polarities of divinity. The goddess is often associated with the moon, fertility, the earth, and magic, while the god is linked to the sun, the hunt, the wild and seasonal cycles. These deities are sometimes seen as facets or manifestations of greater archetypal divine forces and are honored through ritual, celebration, and devotion. Gardnerian theology tends to emphasize balance, light and dark, male and female, life and death, all woven into the cycles of nature. The structure of Gardnerian Wicca is highly initiatory and hierarchical. One cannot simply declare oneself a Gardnerian Wiccan. Formal initiation by an existing member of a Gardnerian coven is required. The tradition is passed down through a lineage system, and only those who have received initiation from an established Gardnerian priest or priestess can claim membership in the tradition. There are traditionally 3 degrees of initiation, each marking a different stage of spiritual development, magical training, and responsibility within the coven. Ritual practice in Gardnerian Wicca is formal and often ceremonial. Covens typically work sky-clad, that is, in the nude, within a ritually cast circle that serves as a sacred protected space. Ritual tools such as the athame, a ceremonial blade, wand, chalice, and pentacle are used, each symbolizing different elements and aspects of the practitioner's relationship with the divine and the natural world. Rituals may include seasonal celebrations known as sabbats, especially those on the wheel of the year, such as Samhain, Beltane, and Yule, as well as esbats, which are typically held during the full moon to honor the goddess and perform magical workings. The Gardnerian Book of Shadows is a central text within the tradition, though it is not a fixed, universally standardized volume. Instead, it has evolved over time, with core liturgical material that was originally written or compiled by Gardner, often in collaboration with Doreen Valiente, one of his early high priestesses. Valiente is widely credited with refining and expanding the poetic and spiritual depth of the tradition's rituals, prayers, and liturgy. Initiates are expected to hand-copy the Book of Shadows, keeping their own version which includes the foundational rituals, as well as any material passed down or developed by their own coven. Ethically, Gardnerian Wicca is guided by the Wiccan Rede, "An it harm none, do what ye will." This axiom encourages personal responsibility, freedom of will, and a deep consideration of the consequences of one's actions, both magically and mundanely. Another important concept is the law of threefold return, which posits that the energy one sends into the world, whether positive or negative, returns threefold. While interpretations of these ethical tenets vary among practitioners, they are widely regarded as cornerstones of Gardnerian moral philosophy. Though Gardnerian Wicca places significant emphasis on secrecy, particularly regarding rituals and initiation rites, it has nevertheless exerted a major influence on the broader Wiccan and neopagan movements. Other traditions, such as Alexandrian Wicca, founded by Alex and Maxine Sanders, are closely related and share many structural and theological similarities. Over time, numerous eclectic and solitary paths have drawn from Gardnerian practices while adapting them to different needs and contexts, sometimes moving away from the strict initiatory and hierarchical model. Despite its formal structure, Gardnerian Wicca is also deeply experiential and transformative. Initiates often speak of personal spiritual awakening, profound connection to nature and the divine, and a sense of reclaiming ancient wisdom through their practice. The tradition values the cyclical nature of life, the sacredness of the earth, and the power of ritual and magic as tools for both spiritual growth and practical change. In a nutshell, Gardnerian Wicca is a deeply rooted, initiatory form of modern witchcraft and paganism that combines ceremonial ritual, devotion to a god and goddess, ethical guidelines, and a focus on seasonal and lunar cycles. It is both a spiritual path and a mystery religion, requiring dedication, secrecy, and training, and it has played a foundational role in shaping the modern revival of pagan and magical traditions such as Druidry, heathenism, and neopagan witchcraft. Thank you for watching my video. There will be more Wicca-related videos in the future. Make sure to like and subscribe for more pagan videos. I hope this one has helped people understand more on the magical craft. Thank you and bye for now. Blessed be.